Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Market Psychology 101, where we look for value in the markets when there's fear and are cautious when there's greed. We are going to be doing an altcoin of the day video today and taking a look at Fetch.AI. This altcoin has been running hard lately, especially when you take a look at the last month. Wow, we went from around 50 cents all the way up here to $1.84. So, really, really good. And there was a low here in November of 22 that was around 6 to 7 cents. And if you got it in there, or even in here when we were around the low 20s, man, what a good time to get Fetch. So, as far as the crypto fear and greed index, I'll just go over this quick. Crypto fear and greed, we're still in an uptrend. Sometimes this can be a leading indicator. These right here, this area, the top of greed, the real top didn't come till later. This right here being the bottom of fear, the real bottom didn't come till November. And so I am wondering if it's going to be a leading indicator again. When we did get a mid cycle top last cycle, that did time out pretty well to when the markets changed over. So just something to keep in mind. As far as how high can Fetch go, if we zoom down here and draw a fib from the prior high to low, what you'll see is that we are right on this 1.618, right here at around a buck 89. So getting through that, the next macro target would be around $3, $3.03. And then after that, you see $4.17 or $4.88. Does it have the market cap on here? Yes, it does. Right now, it has a $1.5 billion market cap. And I would say outside of these price targets, like if we go way beyond that, something you can watch for to possibly signal the top outside of the fear and greed index. If you take a look at Bitcoin, actually, let me pull up a cleaner chart for you guys, not one that I've drawn all over. So here we go. If you take a look at Bitcoin and we zoom way out, let's put that on auto. And this is one indicator I really like. It's called Pi Cycle Bitcoin High Low. When you have it on the weekly, it gets pretty close to the bottoms and the tops. And yeah, here we go. This was after the first halving. You can see here that we had a Pi Cycle top before the true top. So if we do keep running and possibly make a new all-time high before the next halving, that's something to be aware of, that maybe we could be having one of these, or maybe we have an early top and then go down. So just something to keep in mind. Wouldn't something like this just be the last thing that everyone would expect, though? But again, I try to encourage everyone here that follows this channel to be able to have a plan and react to the market when the conditions meet your plan. So when we make predictions, more often than not, we're going to look like idiots. So just have a plan, make some price targets. Maybe you believe, because Fetch.AI is an AI coin, and let's take off this high low here and reload this up. Maybe you believe, since it's an AI coin and has a $1.5 billion market cap, that maybe this could get to $50 billion like Shiba did last bull run, or something around Doge's market cap of 100 billion. Do I think it's going to go there from where it is now? Probably not. Best case scenario, maybe around 20 to 30 billion would be my guess. Very best case, not financial advice. I have no freaking idea. But maybe you believe it did. Well, what you could do then is just calculate by market cap. You could divide. So let's say you believe Fetch AI could be a $30 billion market cap. Just divide that by 1.5. That's around a 20. You believe Fetch can still do a 20x from here. Will it? I don't know. One thing to be very cautious of course, though, is this stock is already in a yearly high. I do not like to buy stocks when they're at yearly highs. I like when there's accumulation. I use buy sell indicators as well, and like to look for buy signals on the weekly. This is on the daily. This is on the weekly. Look at this. We have 3 buy signals here: 47 cents, 20 cents, and under 6 cents. So if you bought any of those, you're doing well. We haven't had one in a while. And since the last one, we've gone up about a 3 or 4x from there. So I would not be buying it now. I do think if you were to buy in the Fetch, you're chasing the hype. We are overbought on the RSI. Now, something to keep in mind is that as far as the RSI looks, it is still trending up on the weekly. So that is bullish. However, a lot of these altcoins go the way that Bitcoin does. And here in the rainbow chart, as you can see, we're trending up into that middle yellow zone, which is kind of no man's land. So if there was any sort of correction, which we have had large corrections before around the halvings, will one happen? I don't know. I'm not here to say. I'm just here to help you mentally prepare. If we did get a large correction, then maybe Fetch could sell off a little bit. And if it did, and then gave you a buy zone or a buy signal on a indicator, sure, then you can take a look at getting some Fetch. Maybe it would fall back down to where there's some prior structure up here, something like 76 cents. I think that could be a target. So if we got a big sell off, otherwise, I wouldn't be chasing it right now. Personally, these were the times to buy. And if you do look at other altcoins, I like to look at ones exclusively on Robinhood or Coinbase. But any altcoin that you buy, if you're looking at it, I would rather buy when it's accumulating than when we are already in a parabolic pump here. So maybe we can just take a look over. Here's Link. We had weekly buy signals down here. Not since. IMX, no buy signal since. Fetch, we just looked at that. ACH, we recently had a buy signal, and we're up almost 2x from there. But maybe you believe ACH can go higher. I'm just trying to look to see if any recently had one. ICP. ICP's almost had some sell signals, which can then turn around into buy signals. So maybe ICP. Jasmine, I know, was ran too. So anyways, just trying to show you some possible price targets. We looked at those before. Up here, again, let's revisit those. Around $3, $4.17, and $4.87. Are my fibs drawn perfectly? Probably not. So, give or take 5-10 cents in there. And you can always dynamically dollar cost average out if you want to be safe. The other thing you could look for is the market cap. How many multiples do you think it could go up? And remember, when we looked at Bitcoin, maybe you're going to wait for a pi cycle top. And there's a number of factors you can look for. Something else to know with crypto, and I've been in here since 2017, you want to sell on the way up to the top. You do not want to sell too long after. 2017 peak, we had until January 8th, which was just a week or two after the top, and all the alts started tanking. I mean, hard. And so if you didn't buy down here, you were probably breaking even or maybe getting a 2x instead of a 20x. Same thing in here. It was better to sell in here. After this dump, which was like a 50% dump, there were some alts that did top out here. However, a lot of them, at least the ones that I was in and I saw, were topping out in here. So as we go on our way up, and I don't know what's going to happen, but if we get up into these orange red ranges here, maybe you believe the top is this year and we're going to be in that orange box somewhere like 130 to 180K. As Bitcoin's within that range, you could sell. Again, how high these alts go, I showed you guys before. You can draw a fib from the prior high to low and then look at some of those targets. The 1618, where we're at right now, is a very big target for a lot of these alts, especially after they sold off. Where it goes from here, who knows? Some of them can go crazy. And if Fetch.AI were to do a 20x from here, would I be surprised? I would not, just because the whole narrative around AI, you've seen stocks like super microcomputers go parabolic, NVIDIA and others. So I think Fetch having AI in the name, being on Coinbase, is definitely helping with it. Other AI coins such as ICP, Near, I want to say Render, and some others might be some plays to look at depending where the price is. ICP, ICP still hasn't fully ran yet. It did from down here, so it did like a 3, 4x. But ICP has a lot of room to run, should it. And where this market cap would be for it, I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video and that you're having a good weekend. Remember, time in the market's more important than timing the market. Do not chase the hype and the pumps. You can go on TradingView, look on the indicators, type in buy sell, and find different indicators to at least get better values out of your hard-earned money for when you're buying. And yeah, look for something, at least in my opinion. I like to encourage more long-term investing than short-term trading. So if you are able to catch any altcoins you really like and believe in on the weekly buy signal, then you can let it play out, take your profits, and forget about it. Crypto, much more volatile, and the gains don't last forever for many of these coins. Again, these cycles have been very volatile since the time I've been in. So be careful with your money, and I hope you're able to navigate this space with some more knowledge and yeah, get some good profits from it. So, anyways, take care. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.